everyone, I'm Keisha Charmaine and I'm back, and today we're here with a lock talk video, and today's question comes from that Naj chick on Instagram, and she asks, why do you palm roll your hair and interlock your moms? Like, how do you know which works best between the two of you? I can never keep my retwists long, but I've heard a few negative things about interlocking. Okay, so her first question is, why do I interlock my mom's and twist mine? Well, actually I twist my mom's as well. I interlock her hair every so often, maybe a couple times a year. And I never interlock my own hair. I mean, I have interlocked my hair before, but one, I find it to be too time consuming and too tedious. It's difficult to do it for yourself, so I don't. And three, I prefer a fuller look, and I find that interlocking makes your hair thinner, so I don't want to do that. Now, interlocking doesn't thin your hair out unless it's done incorrectly. So when I say it makes your locks thinner, I just mean thinner in appearance. My mom, her hair texture is a lot looser than mine. My hair texture is mostly 4A, 4B. Her hair texture is mostly 3C, maybe even 3B. So I find that her retwists don't hold as well. That's why I interlock every now and then, so that when her retwists do unravel, she has some interlocking going on so that it limits the amount of unraveling. The method of interlocking is often used with people who have looser hair textures because their hair doesn't lock as easily as our hair does, as kinkier textures. So our hair, I'm saying our, like you guys all have the same hair texture as me, but people with more coarse hair textures, we can hold a retwist longer. Our hair locks faster, so retwisting is a more convenient option depending on your lifestyle. Again, my mom, she also works out more than I do. That's kind of embarrassing to admit. And she doesn't choose to invest as much time into her hair maintenance as I do. So interlocking every now and then works great for her, but for me, not so much. Yes, my hair is relatively thin depending on, you know, who you ask, but my hair is pretty average. I think I have like number 2 pencil size locks for the most part. You know, I have some thinner and I have some thicker, but for the most part my locks are traditional sized, and I like it that way, and I would like it even thicker. So I choose not to interlock because interlocking is going to give you a thinner, tighter appearance. Now, when people say that interlocking is bad or it's negative, it's usually because a lot of people do it incorrectly. There are specific ways to do it correctly. If you interlock your hair too frequently, you can experience thinning at your roots, and that's never a good thing. That's how people lose locks. That's how you get traction alopecia, which is basically balding on your scalp, and nobody wants that. So you don't want to interlock too often, and you don't want to interlock too tightly. So no, interlocking is not a bad thing. It is a very common and useful method of locking your hair, but it must not be done too often and too tightly. If you live a lifestyle where maybe your scalp gets wet often, maybe you're a swimmer, maybe you work out a lot and your hair sweats a lot, your scalp sweats a lot, maybe you like to wash your hair a lot and you don't like to retwist, maybe you just don't like retwisting because it unravels too often or too quickly for you, then interlocking may be a good option for you to consider. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for your question, that Naj chick on Instagram. If you have any questions, any comments, don't be shy. Leave them below in the comment section. Thumbs this video up. Follow me on Instagram at KillaDoesThat. Subscribe here on YouTube. Shop for lock accessories. I'm wearing one right now at lovelightlocs.storeenvy.com. Check out my general site, KeishaCharmaine.com. And thanks for watching. Love, light, and locks.